G'day guys and welcome back to Ados the Great YouTube channel. So guys, in today's video I am back with reviewing how I went in round 9, and then I'll give you my round 10 tips and predictions. So 6 from 9 last week wasn't too bad. Obviously would have loved to do a little bit better. So my phone is blowing up at the moment. Would have loved to do a little bit better, but we'll go over, the games I got right and the games I got wrong. So let's jump straight in. Richmond against the Cats. Man, I'm sick and tired of these results, because Richmond have been playing horribly. They gathered, they play Geelong and they turn up. I can't pick it this year. It is so hard. I'll take 6 from 9 because at the end of the day, it is too hard to pick. So, very good win for Richmond. Geelong, in my opinion, should have won that game, and they didn't. I had the Cats winning comfortably. Shout out to the Tigers, man. They came out and they played. Next up, I took the Suns to beat my Eagles. I thought this was going to be maybe a 20-point win for the Suns. They looked outstanding in this game, man. They looked really good. Another team that sort of had a slow start to the year, but they looked dominant in this game. And man, it hurts to be a West Coast fan. It really does at the moment. I know every team goes through tough patches, but man, this hurts. All right, enough of that. On to the next one. I took the bloody Swans, and this is another bloody team you just can't pick. In Sydney, Swans should have won this game. In my opinion, the Swans should have comfortably won this game. Fremantle came out to play, and they got the job done. So shout out to Fremantle, good win for them. But the Suns, very disappointing. They should have gotten this win. Took Port Adelaide to win this one comfortably. They did get the job done there. Took Melbourne to beat Hawthorn. They got the job done comfortably there. Two games that were pretty easy to pick. Same with the Lions over Essendon. Obviously, the Lions win this one, especially at home. I know Essendon have been playing relatively well for most part this year, but the Lions, they're looking really good at the moment, and I think they continue that. So good win there for the Lions. I picked Carlton to beat the Western Bulldogs. Now, the Bulldogs are actually doing all right. They're sitting at 6th at the moment. Carlton have dropped out of the top 8. I thought at Marvel Stadium, the Carlton Blues would get up for their supporters. They didn't. The Bulldogs look really good. Carlton look poor. Good win for the Dogs. Terrible for my tips. The next two games are pretty easy. But St Kilda are a top 4 team. Adelaide are doing this to them. It's just crazy, the results this year. I thought Adelaide would get the job done. They did, but I didn't expect it by this much. I really didn't. I did expect Collingwood to get a really easy win over the Giants, though. Shout out to Collingwood. In parts, they look dominating, and then they sort of took their foot off the pedal a little bit and then put it back on. It was like, I don't know, there was parts where I was like, man, is this really a good Collingwood side? And then when they were dominant, they were like leagues above a lot of other teams. So good win there for the Pies. But yeah, let's jump in and do my round 10 tips. So Friday night, this one could potentially be a good game of football. Now, I know Melbourne are the favourites and probably quite heavily favoured in this one. Port Adelaide have won their last 5 games. I don't know, I'm going to tip the Power. They're on a bit of a roll at the moment. I think they can get a win here. I don't think it'll be a big one, but I'm going to go... No, I don't think it'll be that much. I will go 14 points. I think Port Adelaide get up here. I really do. I know it's a bold statement, but I'm tipping them. Now, this is interesting. Now, the Swans should comfortably win this game, and I'm going to tip the Swans. But it's hard to tip the Swans this year. They should win this one, and I'm pretty confident that they will. But this is a game that they could potentially lose as well, let's be honest. Bulldogs against the Crows. I think this one's going to be a fantastic game of football. I really do. The Dogs are on a bit of a roll at the moment too, I think. They've won 4 in a row, I believe. So, this will be a very good game here for the Doggies. The Crows haven't been too bad either, but I do think the Dogs get the job done here. So we will tip the Western Bulldogs. Oh, my God. Look, I'm tipping Geelong. Geelong should win. The key word is should. Fremantle definitely could win this one, though. They definitely could. But I've got to back the Cats. I've got to back the Cats in that one. The Q Clash, Lions against the Suns. Look, the Lions should win this one. but I wouldn't be surprised if the Suns put up a bit of a fight there. I am backing the Lions with not a great deal of confidence. Next up, we've got Essendon against Richmond. I think Essendon get the job done there. They definitely should win this one. Richmond, however, they played well against the Cats. I just can't trust them this year at the moment. So I am going to tip Essendon. I know it's not, where the fans are going, or the tipsters are going, but I think Essendon are going to be slightly better than Richmond. I know, again, it's a bold call, but I just think they get the job done. Hawthorn against West Coast, the battle for the spoon, pretty much, in my opinion. And as much as I would love to tip the Eagles, I don't think they're going to win this one. I'm tipping the Hawks. Now, I'd love to be wrong because I want the Eagles to win. More than anything, I want the Eagles to win. I just can't see it happening. And I think this game does decide who gets the spoon. I know it's early, but it's a crucial game to win. It really is. And I think that the Hawks in Tasmania are going to be too strong. Next up, we've got the Blues against the Collingwood Magpies. I think Magpies win this one. Look, I don't think it'll be a thrashing, but I think the Pies get up. I really do. So Collingwood get the job done there and continue their winning ways. Finally, we've got the Giants and the Saints. I'd love to tip the Giants, especially at home, but I just can't see them winning this one. I'm tipping the Saints. We're saving the changes, and I'll go through my margins. So obviously Port Adelaide 1-39 in that one. Swans, I think, will win this one 1-39. I can't see this one going 40 plus. Western Bulldogs, I think this will be a 1-39 game as well. Geelong 1-39, Lions 1-39. Essendon 1-39, 1-39 in this one, 1-39 in this one, 1-39 in this one. No 40 plus wins in my opinion this week. I know that's a bold call, but I'm pretty confident in it. So let me know how you went last week. Let me know your tips for this week. And as always, my friends, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.